Here's a thing that confuses people about their own hearts. If someone treated you badly every single time, leaving would be easy. You'd have walked long ago. The situations that are hardest to leave aren't the ones that are consistently bad. They're the ones that are unpredictably occasionally wonderful, a week of cold, and then one warm afternoon so good it erases the week. And you find yourself staying, hoping, waiting for the next warm afternoon, and quietly wondering why you can't just go. You're not weak and you're not foolish. You're caught in one of the most powerful patterns there is, and it has a name: intermittent reinforcement. Today I'll show you how it works, why it grips so hard, and how to loosen its hold on you. The careful note up front: I'm not diagnosing anyone, and not every up and down relationship is this. Everyone has good days and bad days, and we'll come back to the difference. We're looking at a pattern of behavior. Not putting a label on a person, here's the idea underneath it, and it's worth understanding because it explains so much. Imagine a machine that gives you a treat every single time you press the button. You'd press it when you wanted a treat, and otherwise you'd leave it alone. Now imagine a machine that gives you a treat sometimes. You never know which press pays out. That second machine is the one you can't stop pressing. That's a slot machine. The unpredictability is the whole hook. Because the reward could come on the very next try, you keep trying and trying, long past the point of sense. Unpredictable rewards create the strongest, stickiest pull we know of. Now put a person in the place of that machine. Warmth, affection, the version of them you fell for, delivered not steadily but at random. Cold, cold, distant, cruel, and then right when you're about to give up, sunshine. Your nervous system learns the exact wrong lesson. Keep pressing. The next one might be the good one. So here's the one thing I want you to carry out of this video. The unpredictability is not a bug in the relationship you need to fix by trying harder. For this pattern, the unpredictability is the hook. You're not staying because it's good. You're staying because you can't tell when it'll be good. And that uncertainty is engineered to keep you at the button. Let me show you how to recognize it because it disguises itself as love. The first tell is the ratio and how you talk about it. Listen to how you describe the relationship to yourself. If you find yourself narrating it entirely through the good moments, but when it's good, it's so good, while the actual day-to-day is mostly tension, that gap is the signal. The highlight reel is doing a lot of work to justify a much harder ordinary. The second tell is the reset. Every time you get close to leaving, really close, done, decided, something wonderful happens right on cue. The apology, the perfect day, the glimpse of the person you keep hoping is the real one. The warmth tends to arrive precisely when you're at the exit, which resets the whole clock and pulls you back in. If you've seen the hoovering video, this is its engine. That's why the sweetness shows up exactly when you're leaving. The third tell is the chase itself. Notice if you've slid from being loved to earning love, from receiving warmth to performing for the chance of it, studying their moods, adjusting yourself to trigger a good day. When you're managing a machine to try to make it pay out, you've stopped being in a relationship and started running a slot machine that happens to be a person. So how do you loosen the grip? 3 moves. The first move, judge the pattern, not the peaks. This is the core skill. Your mind wants to weigh the relationship by its best moment and the highest high replayed. But the truth of a thing is its average, not its ceiling. So take the highlight reel out of the math on purpose and ask a flatter question. Across a normal month, how do I actually feel most days? Not on the best day. Most days. That number is the real one, and the peaks are specifically designed to keep you from looking at it. The second move, stop feeding the machine your reactions. Some of the payout a manipulator is chasing is your response. Your hope lighting up, your relief, your rush back in. This ties straight into the gray rock idea from earlier. You can lower the drama of your own reactions, keep your equilibrium steady instead of swinging up and down on their schedule, and simply be less available as a button to press. You get less interesting to a machine that runs on your swings. The third move, give the good moment a waiting period before you let it rewrite everything. When the wonderful afternoon comes, you're allowed to enjoy it and not immediately erase the month with it. Let a little time pass before the sunshine gets to cancel out everything that came before. One good day is one good day. It's data, not a verdict, and it doesn't have to reset the whole account. Now, the important limit, because this one matters. Every real relationship has ups and downs, good weeks and hard ones, closeness and distance. That is not this. Normal ups and downs happen inside a stable baseline of basic safety and respect. The floor stays solid even when the mood dips. Intermittent reinforcement is the pattern where the floor itself keeps dropping out, where the bad isn't just less good, it's genuinely harmful, and the good is what keeps you from leaving it. The difference isn't whether there are highs and lows, it's whether the lows are safe to stand on. And here's the honest, gentle part. If you're caught in this, please don't add, and I'm an idiot for staying on top of it. You're not staying because you're stupid. You're staying because unpredictable reward is one of the most powerful forces acting on a human mind, and you were subjected to it, often by someone you loved and trusted. Your hope kept reaching for the good version because hope is supposed to do that. There's nothing wrong with your heart. It's just been put on a machine that was built to keep it pulling the lever. Here's the close. Same as always. This is education, not therapy, and not a diagnosis of anyone. If you're caught in a cycle you can't seem to leave, swinging between wonderful and awful, that's worth talking through with real support, not just a video. For immediate emotional crisis, call or text 988. For domestic violence support, call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233. Text START to 88788 or visit thehotline.org. So the next time you catch yourself waiting for the next good day, telling yourself how good it is when it's good, gently take the peaks out of the math and look at your ordinary week instead. You're allowed to want a steady floor, not a jackpot, and you're allowed to stop pulling the lever. Next video. What happens when the story about you gets told to everyone else first? The whisper campaign that arrives at people before you do, and the friends who agree recruited to carry it. It's the smear campaign, and I'll show you how to keep your reputation and your people. Subscribe so it's there when you need it.